video, I'm doing a smoothie recipe. Now, if you followed me for a while, you'll know I absolutely love smoothies. I think they're a great breakfast, a great snack, great way of getting in your fruit and veg. But the reason why I'm adding them to the Spring Clean series is because I think a lot of the time people have a smoothie just because they think it's healthy and they just want to like whack in loads of greens and they don't even really enjoy it, which I think is a real shame because I think they're such a good way of getting in loads of goodness, good protein, good fibre, good fats, and are super tasty. You don't need to chuck in kale if you don't like it. Just do what suits you. So like always with all my recipes, if an ingredient doesn't sit well with you, that is absolutely fine, miss it out. I always try and give you some good replacements or easier options. But yeah, I just want you to kind of enjoy the smoothies. Don't just eat them because you feel like you have to. And to celebrate that fact, this week I've done a Kinder Bueno smoothie. Now, I am going to put it out there and say I think this could be my favourite one yet. I absolutely love it. It genuinely tastes like a chocolate bar, a chocolatey treat. It's absolutely delicious. And especially now it's getting a bit sunnier, smoothies are great to enjoy in the garden in the sun. They're great for kids, way to get in their veg. So yeah, I hope you like this one. So what I've done to make it taste like a Kinder Bueno is I have used hazelnut butter. Now, I made my own. And that's on my Instagram if you want to go check it out. But you don't need to make your own. You can buy them from many shops, supermarkets, Amazon, Whole Foods, places like that. But also just a little handful of hazelnuts will work just as well. So you don't need to go rushing out to buy some hazelnut butter. A handful of hazelnuts will work and they're far easier to get your hands on. So that's kind of the key ingredient here, along with hazelnut milk. Now, I don't make my own of that, don't worry. I love the brand Innocent for this. I think their plant-based milks are just amazing. They're so creamy. They don't taste watery like I think some do. They're really creamy and they don't have any nasties in them really. They're just like nuts and a bit of water, sometimes a bit of salt. So yeah, I really recommend them. But there's lots of other brands out there, so just choose whatever is on offer in your supermarket. We put a frozen banana in there to make it all nice and thick, a medjool date, but you can just use normal dates in there to make it nice and sweet. We've got some cacao for the chocolatey flavour, and I've put some vanilla protein powder in there as well. A bit of a protein boost, and also adds to the sweetness. You could use chocolate protein powder as well, but I wouldn't go, adding any wacky protein powder flavours that are out there now because it'll just take over the taste of the smoothie. And then I have added some cauliflower. Again, that's optional, but I promise you can't taste it. And I just love to have a big old frozen bag of cauliflower in my freezer and I chuck them straight into smoothies. You don't need to cook them and you can't taste it at all. However, the one thing I will say, which you might notice in the video here, is make sure you blend it well. Blend it for a little bit longer than you think it needs, because if you're using the frozen cauliflower, it's really reluctant to blend sometimes. You might end up with a lump or two in there. If you do, you can just spoon it out. There's no problem there. So I hope you enjoy it. I hope it's a really nice smoothie for you, a really nice afternoon treat. Sit in the garden with it now the sun's out. Make it for your family, things like that. So I hope you really enjoy it. Let's get cooking.